Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Stonehearth DevStream number 215. Yay, we're back from PAX. Let's go ahead and turn on the camera and get started. Let's see. Okay, what was I doing? Right, so I'm checking up on a document really quick to kind of get recentered on whose house we're building today. I came in with a fire in my brain, like, oh yes, let's continue on. We're gonna do more crafting huts. We're gonna do a weaver's hut. And then it occurred to me that we may not even have that on the roster for Raya's children. So I'm just gonna take a peek at all that because I think I read about it, but I could be wrong. Here we go. I think this is what I'm looking for. Wait a minute. And Weaver's house. I was right. We got it. Cool. Cool. Thank you, Relis. 1:30 a.m. Do I watch the stream or not? Says Bubonic Fred. Oh my goodness. That's quite early late. Oh, oops. Morning Wise. Morning T-Pad M. I'm trying to find the pop-out really quick. You know, it's weird. We weren't... I mean, all things considered, we really weren't gone all that long, but I feel like we've been gone for like 3 years. Oh, good morning, Pandemic Tyler. Thanks for joining the stream. Let's see who we've got here. Oh, yes. We're back in the town of Prickly Parrot, and I'm currently going over our determined and tiny folk. Who will it be? Who will it be today? Zia Zenter. My goodness. You are definitely looking very much like a potter today. Not a potter, a weaver. Did it work? You know what? Maybe I forgot how to do this. It worked. Dang underscore. Lovely. You look great in blue. And purple. Fantastic. Yay! Good morning, Often Nest. Thank you for joining our stream. I'm just going to borrow Miss Zia here. She's going to, let's see, print screen. So I've got all of the stuff we made last week when we were working on our Potter's house, including this. Oh my gosh, is the music too loud? That seems loud. I was just surprised by the sudden occurrence of bell-like instruments. Hey, good morning, Mellow Pezem. Thanks for joining us. Good morning, Kitten Bar. Right, so this is all the lovely stuff that we made last time we streamed working on the Potter's house, and it came out really good. We made a lot of progress. We actually built it on the first try. Super proud of our little town. And we also stumbled across this dude, this amazing work of genius right here, which means at some point we're going to need to actually like buckle down and create a Poyo urn to go with it, because I'm never going to be able to forget that. So this was our... Good morning, Wise. So this was our final Potter's house. You can see that it actually looks a lot like our little concept art drawing, minus the pots and things hanging out. But I'm pretty excited about that. It's really nice when something comes out like, hey, we planned it this way, and there were a few compromises along the way, but by golly, it worked. All right. So this file we have open here has like some of our tier 1 houses, because a couple of these crafting huts are for tier 1 Raya's children, and what I want to make sure is as we're building these, they still look nice with our adorable little tier 1 huts and dormitories. So we had this to kind of help guide the artistic direction of this building, which wound up being this building. That way, when you're playing tier 1 Raya's children and you're laying out all your buildings, if you like to play with templates, you don't feel like it's super mismatched. Thanks, Kitten Bar. I think we did a good thing last week. I think it came out super nice. The windows were a bit of a bummer because we discovered, or at least I discovered, I'm sure many of you already know, that the offset on the roof, like, the width of the wall needs to be an odd number, or else you get like an extra chunk of clay to the wooden bars here, and it looks really, really weird. So we had like this whole issue with the window for a while. It almost ruined everything. It was terrible. Just flames everywhere. Hello, Zia. Welcome to the party. This gigantic Potter right here. I don't even remember. Okay, so what else do we need? We should probably get their workbenches. This feels a little strange. I feel like I have a lot of space here. I don't really know why it's doing this. I feel like I should just kind of snap. Okay, I mean, that works. Alright, I'm gonna stop messing with that. Good afternoon, DevStream. Been waiting impatiently since September 2nd. This Potter is gigantic. Oh my gosh, that is like a sure face happening with that emoticon. Oh my gosh. Good morning to everybody from America. Well, good morning. It's a beautiful morning here. I hope it's a pretty evening wherever you are. Right. Right. We were gonna drop down a couple of workbenches, get those in here, kind of help start guiding what we need. The spindle, it's not a workbench. Here we go. We have a loom, and we have a spinning wheel, and we have this guy. So Weaver has a bunch of stuff. This is all made of wood. We really should come up with some stuff that looks like it belongs in the desert biome, I feel like. Let's see. Radiant Mally says, if you want to see them, Tom and Tony, you can look at our 200th stream. Interesting. Loom. Boop. So the reason we're dropping these down is so we can plan for floor space in the workshop. These all take up. Wow, actually, Zebra. So Zebra is saying, really sad you couldn't make it to my stream last Wednesday. Could have used some help. I did, actually. I wasn't able to tune in for a little bit, but when I did, you were playing a game involving small cars and a sport. So I think I was just too late. I will try again and tune in much sooner than that, I suppose. All pins are gone, Wise. Thank you. PAX was really cool. Weaver has 3 workbenches. Yep. Has a loom, has a wheel, and has a little table all its own. Yeah, so, sorry, Zebra. I should have said something, but when I got there, I got all flustered because, like, no, I was too late and I didn't know what to do, so I kind of signed off in a panic. Drum Original is asking if Radiant Entertainment is still a thing, or did it become Riot? Well, we were acquired, so we did become Riot. But I guess, kind of? It's a tricky question. Okay, so let me see. No, I want my squares. Ah, I got them. Cool. So I opened up this little viewing so we can definitely see how much space each of these workbenches take up. And I'm going to take pictures of them, but... Hi thing. You are sure a lot of words. Excuse me. Sorry, I must have just lost track of the time, Zebra. I will be better about that. Okay, I think I was the last person to use this, so I'm sure that these settings are still okay. So, we need, oh, this feels weird on the Intuos. I'm just gonna do like this. Weaver's workbenches. We'll start with the loom. So we want to know how big these are. That way we can plan for the floor space. This sucker looks, what is that, 3 by 4? Oh, nope, it's just 3 by 3. Cool. It's also quite tall. If I had to guess, maybe 4 tall? Let's see. Maybe you'll catch one of my streams by surprise. Maybe so. Maybe so. I will definitely try harder. Chibi Kuroneko 13, welcome. Oh, that's an ominous cat face you're making there. All right. I keep using the wrong things. Okay. So we've got the loom. We've got our spinning wheel, which looks 2 by 3. Oh wow, it is really hard to write by this. 2 by 3, and then we've got the little basic workbench, which is also 2 by 3. Yeah. I guess we should also pay attention to these little squares over here, because these are where our friends will stand if they want to use it. So, keeping that in mind, make sure these guys have some room around them. Excellent, we have a reminder. Let's get a picture. Oh, we don't need this open anymore. I'm gonna move these around a little bit. Excuse me, Zia. You're gonna go over here. I love teleporting Hearthlings. I wonder if they do, though. You're minding your own business, you're standing around, then all of a sudden you're just somewhere else. Oof. I feel like my camera's like doing this. It's making me uncomfortable. Okay. That'll work. Ahoy, Crazy Candy! Wait a minute. Whoa! Goodness. So many things. Here we go. Nope, that's not what I wanted. This is. It's gonna be a little pixelated, but that's good enough for me. That is certainly not true, Zebra Streams. Okay, so I think that's all we really need as far as bits and pieces are concerned. So we're gonna go ahead and minimize that for now. Maybe look up references, see what Google has for us today. Ah! I can use this computers. I'm good at it. I can move the windows. Good morning, Ildred. Thank you for joining us. And BC Spartacus. And Megashub. Welcome to the stream. Also, it was super great meeting you at PAX. What was I doing again? Crud. Oh yeah. Wonder what you would even call that. Weaver Studio? Ooh, textiles. So many. Well, I was looking for inspiration for the workshop. That's kind of cute, kind of cozy. Doesn't really... Zebra says, I've had some interesting internships. There's always coffee involved somewhere and somehow. You know? Okay. You're probably right. This looks about right. This looks like a super chaotic sewing room. You know, once again, this might just come into... Oh, wow. Many. I'm reminded of, like, an exercise studio right now. These, for some reason, I'm getting a strange crossing of wires. I do wish we could just have, like, stuff everywhere, like piles of fabric and things like that. Or at least, like, a cool rug. Like this one. Alright, so in this case, it looks like it's going to be more of a matter of just designing something that's kind of cute, that has enough space. This has nothing to do with anything. This looks like art. It is art! Yay, art! Dat lighting. Ooh, that's pretty. I like how it pushes back. Oh, this is really lovely. The lighting in here. There we go. This is starting to feel a little bit more in the right. Indeed, coffee is life. Unless you don't drink coffee, then coffee is not life. I do drink coffee. I drink many, many cups. Yeah, it's weird. You know, for whatever reason, when we were looking up inspiration for the pottery studio, they had all these things, and it was just firing off, like, all this inspiration for it. But this just is, like, most of these are, like, this is a room. It's got some things in it. This one here is, like, the first one that I'm looking at where I feel like, cool, that's really cool. Unfortunately, this definitely looks more in the realm of ascendancy business. This is kind of cool. Oh, it's a terrifying loom. It's huge. Swordbreaker also says, coffee was my life until my stomach could not handle it anymore. Melopez says, maybe the Weaver's Hut should have curtains and rugs. Yeah, so that's kind of what I was just saying. Like, the thing that I think would make it feel like a Weaver's Hut is if it had, like, fabric textile decorations. At least a rug. Curtains would be a nice touch. So this might be something that today we'll make the bones of it, and then maybe next week we'll make, like, a rug and some curtains and see where we go from there. So, for now, get out of here. Let's just make a real cute house. I mean, that's fun, right? Black tea is also a good alternative. Zebra says, or go for black tea in terms of if you can no longer handle the mighty bean water. I actually really like breakfast teas. I think they're lovely. And they're mellow. Let's see. Okay. So for the... Okay, I can still see you guys. For one weird minute, my brain had done a weird on me. Okay, so when we worked on the Potter's house, we decided that we were going to use red decorations for, like, the living spaces and the green decorations on some of the crafters. We also have blue decorations, so we should keep that in mind. Maybe that can be for something else entirely, and maybe we can save green for the crafter huts. I don't know. You'll have to let me know what you think. When we take a color pass, too, we can also see how it's looking. Good morning, Oghead. Welcome to the stream. A week to add a couple of curtains and a rug, says RN Gaming. Well, we have to kind of take it in bites. I mean, we're gonna focus on doing one thing at a time. Sadly, though I wish we could, I don't think I can stay on the stream all darn day and finish it all in one shot. It'll also give us a chance, actually, if we do a decorations pass, it might give us a chance to look into some other stuff that we can add to our little Potter's hut. Because I am kind of missing, like, just, you know, pottery. Something to make it feel like, hey, it doesn't just have a kiln hanging out of it, it's actually got some stuff in it. Like we were talking last week about, like shelves and things that you could actually see like drying stoneware on and things like that. But that's obviously implies more function than just a piece of decoration, so it might be a little out of my scope anyway. So at least, yeah, a decorations pass for our crafting huts might be a stream all its own. So, I'm feeling like my pen pressure is a little bit strong right now. Let me check on my settings. Minimum diameter is fine, that's fine. Transfer looks about right. I think I'm just getting too used to my Cintiq. Before we forget, hashtag remember Rose. How could we forget Crazy Candy? We can never forget. Fortunately and unfortunately, says Oghead, I don't go to school today, so I can stop by here. Cool. Well, Zebra has said, you're not acting sick, are you? Well, I just hope that you're not sick. We were worried about catching the plague when we were at PAX. I think so far so good. I feel fine. My voice is a little bit raw. So many words, so much talking. Also, if there's anyone who is joining us today for the first time, I know we talked a little bit to a ton of people that we stream a whole lot. So if you're tuning in for the first time, welcome. And in general, if you're tuning in for the first time, welcome. I lost what layer I was on. That's because I'm not naming any of my layers again. Okay, there it is. I get lazy. And I forget. That just looks fine. Swordbreaker says, well, if you shall add pots and pottery, don't invite Link or there won't be any left. Yeah, that's true. I mean, maybe if over time, you know, should the worst happen, if over time we just stop keeping valuables in our urns, we can just gently, gradually discourage this destructive behavior. I don't think so, but I mean, maybe. Alrighty. We sure have a lot of things. We have to accommodate the wheel, the loom, and the workbench. So how much of this should be kind of an open... Well, if it's an open air thing, we're gonna have a hard time hanging up curtains. Because I was thinking it's like we could like completely knock out a wall and have it something kind of cool that you can like peek into. It doesn't seem like it would be very protective or practical. Also, we would have to do the slab tool cheat for the roof again. Then again, also I think the elements would probably come in and make a mess out of your fibers, so you probably wouldn't want it to be open air. Alright. If it's one thing video games taught me, says Crazy Candy, it's that under no circumstances should I keep my valuables inside pots. Kittenbar says, have to go, catch you on the VOD later. Oh, yeah, okay, well, catch you next time, Kittenbar. Thanks for tuning in. Chibikuro Neko is currently doing math homework while watching the stream. Excellent. Learn the maths. Maths are the best. Swordbreaker is saying, oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Go forth and get the gift card for your cat sitter, Mally. Our cats were... All of us who had animals had to depart from them for the past couple of days to go to the PAX. Mine were pretty gooey when I got home. They always are, but they hate it when I'm gone. They're not very good cats. They're more like dogs. Well, so far this is not a very inspired look. It's very basic. Nothing wrong with basic, though. If it goes taller at a certain point, the repeat on the bottom of this guy will start up again, but it doesn't ever have... Okay, never mind. Gooey cats! No, they're gooey! They get too gooey. I don't know how to put it. They just get really like, yay, you're here, I'm going to turn into a liquid and sit on you and purr a lot. Aw, why is this cat is actually... That's so cute. Alright, so when we worked on the Potter's Hut, one of the things that I brought up is that with these workshops we try to strive for kind of interesting shapes. But because they're tier 1 houses, we also don't want them to be like too crazy. They still have to match these guys. So like here, it's still a very simple shape. It's got like a little porch, and then it's got this little awning because we wanted it to be kind of an indoor-outdoor studio. But again, we want to protect the fibers for our Potter. So, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what would be good shapes. Surprisingly tricky. Nah, that's just gonna get busy if we start doing like a double-decker thing. Gooey cats! Yes, exactly. Good morning, Cara Piccolo? Chibi Kuranego actually got a kitten. They're so good. I love kittens. I'm okay with my cats though too. They're old and lumpy. This is saying, with the height, it's saying to me, people stay here. Oh, good morning, Mel Lopez. I mean, not good morning. Happy birthday. That's what I meant to say. Yay, I didn't murder your name, Carapiclo. Amazing. Shouldn't be watching this while at work, though. Well, maybe, but, you know. Oh, hey, what if we... Oh, that might be kind of fun. Let's try that. Wall colors. I mean, that might work. I don't know if I can get it to work. It's been a while. It both has and has not been a while. That way you have like a little side room type deal. Yeah, the thing that's gonna make this is definitely gonna be like tapestries and rugs and stuff. Maybe if we had like a hanging thing to go here or something like that. I tend to think if it was outdoors though, it would get kind of destroyed. And this is a harsh desert climb. It's a kitty! Oh no. Oh, it's a good cat! Here it is! Aw, jeez. That's really cute. I like its tufty ears. Thank you for sharing! That's a really good cat. And... right. The bazillion cats in my neighborhood get together and throw a party every few weeks under my window. As they do. Alrighty. So we don't have to worry about anything that's like burning or on fire or anything like that. This is very much a a sit by a thing and peacefully weave together textiles type of craft. Also, I need to stop drawing these as though they are posts. So again, focus on interesting shapes. So what I was thinking is maybe for like part of it, having this wall being a different color or a slight contrast. Not a different color maybe, because that would be pretty noisy. But then like the main workshop would be back here, or it would just have more floor space. I'm still not really sure why it needs to be taller other than cool shape. Cool shape is important. I'm going to foolishly draw 3 windows again, even though, as we found out, again, this is an odd number, so it's got to be an even number of windows. And with as big as these workbenches are, it's liable to wind up being pretty wide. Morning, Moobot. Let's see, Zebra says, the update on the fine lantern design bugged the already placed one into the walls of my cathedral, just so you know. Oh, but the indirect lighting is pretty cool. Sorry about that. We'll have to take a look. Speaking of, that's right, we have lanterns. I keep forgetting. And lanterns are beautiful. Right, I'm really big on putting everything onto porches. They don't all need to have porches. If everything has a porch, it no longer is special. Time to lurk. Have fun, guys. Have a good lurk, Oghead. Actually, to Relis's point, they are asking if the lanterns had fallen. That actually happened. I had like a little subterranean dwelling that with the update, all the lanterns fell out of the wall. I just had to hang them back up, though. A little less ambitious than a cathedral, though. Be cool if this was some kind of a fabric overhang. But I don't know if we can have that. But I'm starting to feel like one of these should have the cross beams and the other one should not. But then there's the matter of what do you do with the roof? It should in some way at least appear to incorporate fabric. I'm just not sure how to fake that with the colors we have. And more importantly, with what materials those colors are. Let me take a peek. Aha, here you are. Yeah, that's all a lot of red. Red and peach. Yeah, we might be able to make that work. I guess you've got plenty of opportunities to get stone. Maybe? Let's have a look. We're having our little denizens of Prickly Parrot come and hack away at the stone. That does look like a hunk of stone. Cool. Especially after what we ran into yesterday with, Crazy Candy says, I feel like the desert houses should get a second type of roof, not one that is flat and made out of clay. I don't know, I like this sets up a cool aesthetic. But like right now I'm actually struggling to find a way to make this like read weaver's hut, and I was like, oh, there could be like a stretched tarp or something over the top. And I'm currently coming to grips with the reality that if we were to do that, we're going to have to build it block by block. Which is fine, we can do that, but there's not currently like an easy way to do that. Also, with the colors that we have available to us, that might not match our color scheme. Because we could use stone and make it blue, And we do have blue windows and doors. They may not be the exact same blue, but we've got them. But then, why is this crafting house with a blue color scheme, and why is this crafting house with a green color scheme? Or does it matter? I kind of think it matters. I feel like color is a strong communicator, so when something is a different color, it should indicate something. Like, these are red, these are living quarters, these are green, these are crafting houses. But we could also make these, this kind of tarp situation out of the red and see what happens. It might not be that bad, because our green windows here actually have a little bit of a red accent on the inside. Or I should say terracotta, it's not really red. So let's say we went ahead and had that on the bottom. Maybe just went ahead and faked this whole extra bit up here. That might not look very good in practice. No, I don't think that's gonna look very good. What's the problem with visualizing all this? So let's say we actually stick out some blocks. Make it kind of cute. It's probably just gonna look like clay though, if it's not going to be a lively color. So we may have to experiment with that just a bit. Zebra says, one thing I realized, the bigger buildings you build, the likelier it gets to throw out bug messages, and the undo tool seems to stop working after a certain size of a building project. That's an interesting observation, actually. I definitely noticed that the more complicated a thing gets, it does start to get a little shaky. But one of the things that I noticed about the undo tool is if you have multiple buildings in progress, it decides to have a hard, it will give you a hard time. Like, it doesn't like that. Keep that kind of even, that way we don't have those cross beams sticking out there. We have them here instead. That's not so bad. Wait, I need to go this way now. For whatever reason, I feel like this would be a good place for a wide window, and I have no reason at all to be like, yes, at the moment, but I just have a... No, we're not gonna mess with that right now. Crazy Candy has shared a link. Let's have a look. Yeah, I feel like these roofs are already pretty similar. Unless you mean like just the closed ones. Hello, Rock Raid. Yeah, I can kind of relate to that. I don't know. I do really like the current roof, and I think it does have a lot of versatility. But yeah, if you want to create something else, like with this concept of doing like trying to make it seem like this is like a woven canopy type deal, that's something that we'd have to completely build out a slab. Which isn't bad. Maybe it needs height. Because again, that one loom is actually pretty tall. Also, I forget that the roofs for RC are quite... Is that a banana Pikachu? What is the world coming to? Maybe flat with the pointy bits? Doot! That starts to look like castle crenellations. Maybe. Melopez says it would be nice to have like a pot so you can decorate a table with a flower inside your house. I think we should have a good variety of potted plants and things, because like you're saying, that would be a really neat way to add like color. It's what the world waited for. Well, it sure is a thing. I mean, I'll give you that. That's true though. You know, I was thinking that we might, but then we'd have to build this out of slab tool if we made this a completely different color. Because we only have red, white, and gray. And I'm actually not that excited about the gray one. Or maybe we can make this side. I don't know why I'm stuck on this idea of making them different colors. Maybe that's just not worth pursuing. Give this guy a little height. We'd have like... So this is kind of fun. Which one of these had the color on it? Akashi Keneki is saying, did I make this game by myself? I am an artist on a team, actually. So it's kind of... My contribution to this is making it visually cute. I draw the pretty pictures. That is what I do. So, no, I definitely did not. Let's see, we'll have crossbeams going in that direction. And all we... Oh, welcome back, Radiant Mally. Sorry, Synchrify, I'm drawing and talking at the same time, and the results are sometimes catastrophic. I'm doing my best. This would probably work best if we actually had green to work with. But we have... If we don't have green, what do we have? I think we have... We do have blue, but I would not want to use that. Well, we've got gray, but that's not too exciting. No, we'll keep on trucking, see what happens. We pick that out to be something brighter. Let's see. Awesome. I'm glad to hear it, Akashi Kaneki. Yeah, I do wish this was like green like everything else if we were gonna do like a tarp overlay. Have a little door. I feel like it should have like a very wee porch. I don't know, the porches make them feel slightly more grand. Maybe have this like stick out a little bit. There's not really any need for it to do so though. So let's not make it as busy as we can. Doot doot. Actually, Zebra, it's not all because of Allie. The rule that everything should work as a plushie was in place before I got here. I'm just totally okay with it. I mean, there's always room for interpretation. Maybe you do, but now Stonehearth needs alpacas, says Stonehearth. Wait, no, says, Anti-Gizmo. I actually really like the orcs, though, again, my favorite are the goblins, by far. I think they're adorable. Especially because they're all like, we're tough. We mean serious business. I just think they're really cute. Always a fan of the monsters. We should do more monsters. I think when we're done with building templates, we're gonna have to switch over to critters. Make some desert variations of our ascendancy guys. It seems a little strange that we have the exact same critters in every biome. I'll have to talk and see if that's something we can have. There we go. No. Orc and goblin should always look like the happy cat face. And remember, you know, the scariness factor is all relative in a world where everything is cute. Okay. That's kind of cute. Maybe we can make that work. What a cool idea. Kapatzalko? I've definitely just brutalized your name. I'm so sorry. Maybe desert Varani could look more fish-like, like they swim through the sand. I don't know if we could make them actually do that, but I like this idea, at least in my brain. Yeah, that's not really what I was hoping for. Google is failing us left and right today. Alright, so. We're going to try and make this part a little raised. We're going to attempt to mess with this so that it looks like a cute pink tarp. I don't know if we can make it work, but we're going to try. And this would have like the little doots in it. Like, oh look, it's made of clay and things. All right. I think that'll be okay. Let's give it a try. Okay, so we gotta do a floor plan. I'm making groups. Oh, you know what? I turned it off. Hang on a minute. Show grid. We got grids. Alright, so we already know how big a wall needs to be to accommodate windows like that. It needs to be 11 wide. So, let's hop in. I don't think Snap is on right now. Hey, Turtle Squish, thanks for joining. I don't think Snap is on. There we go. Now Snap is on. Okay. So in order to get Windows 2 Space 2, this whole thing needs to be 11 wide, I'm pretty sure. Because that's how it worked with, Yes. Yes. That is what we will do. So 4, 8, 11. Okay. So we've got that. We're gonna try to make it a little boxy just for starters. And remember, we want to keep things kind of squishy and cute. So this little area up here looks pretty narrow. Now doors had a funny rule too. They can't go right up next to the post. So we would have the column, a bit of wall space, and then the column. Is that right? I think so. Only Normal JT says, hello, I finally get to watch one of these live. Finally! Welcome to the stream. Let's see. Column, wall. What is the door? 3? 1, 2, 3. Wall, column. I'm doing an experiment with science. Not really. Yep, okay. So we just found out in order to have like a cute little space where it's just like really narrow and it only has really space for the door, it needs to be for 7? Is it 7? Yeah. That part of the wall needs to be 7. So 4, 1, 2, 3. Neat. So this here is about the space we need for this little block here. And if we do like that, we could say that that backspace is about the same. It doesn't really need to be. It's got like this little lantern guy in the middle and just a couple of posts. Well, for 3 posts, it would need to be 7 wide anyway, so yeah, actually. Column, post, 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 column. Yep. 7 wide. So that leaves it 1 in the middle so that you can put a lantern right in the middle. That should be fine. We'll do it. Oh, well, Kapalt Zalko, this is so I don't chase my own tail trying to move walls and everything. It's methodical, but I feel like in the long run it helps a lot. It helps me a lot. Let's see. So we've just planned out the first section's space and then another 4. Is that right? Yeah, okay. So here's our windows. Column, wall, 3 for the door. Column, wall, and column. Also here, we might play with turning the column a different color. We'll have to see though. We've got an outcropping for a little lantern dude right in the middle, so column, wall, 1 space. Here we go. Goes right there. Sure, that works. And that should give plenty of space for all of our pieces and stuff. So you could have like space for crates and things like that, and space for your looms. And this should be tall enough. Though I do kind of want to raise it up and maybe do like a little stairs cutaway on the inside, so you go in and there's like this little lofted area where you go up and do your work, and that could be kind of cool. Melopus says you could add wall paint so that your workers can paint structures and do like graffiti. Well, actually, some kind of paint thing might be a nice way to, conceptually anyway, it could be a nice way to like bring in color rather than just the materials things are made out of. Although there is something nice about like, you can tell that a house is made out of something because of what color it is. We also need wandering NPC priests of bell towerism. A wild Yang appears. Yay! No, Yang is sleepy. Yang, did you get the sick? Are you okay? Are you in one piece? I am also sleepy. If I'm dragging a little bit this morning, it is definitely why. Alright. So we are probably going to want to raise this up by maybe 2 blocks. That way on the inside there's like a little step that goes up. And it could be cute. And I'm not really familiar with how much higher this needs to be just yet. I think this is just 2 voxels. So if that's the case, we'll play with it. We'll see. Oh, Derp the Turtle. Today we are working on another crafter's house. We're doing one for the Weaver today. All right, good to hear, Yang. I am unusually pooped. Okay, so this is actually pretty straightforward. First of all, this is nothing. We don't even want this. We're gonna remove it. Okay. Ugh. Right. I'm fighting with the camera. We're off to a great start. Alright, so 7, 7, and 11. Easy numbers to remember. Okay. So I guess we could have this up. We don't need to have this up, but it might make it kind of cool. That way you could have it like inset a little bit against the wall here. It would be an interesting shape, which is what I think I'd like out of it. Because then this would like be here. Ah, but if we did that, we'd screw up our windows. Could always just have it sticking out. Nah. Nah. Not gonna worry about that. Okay. So 11 by 7. For our first foundation. And then we're going to build that second one up just a little bit. That might be too high, so we're gonna have to figure that out. So I'm gonna lay a foundation on top of this slab tool here. I know it's the wrong color. That did not go as planned. Oh wait, that's right. We can use the freestanding wall for that bottom guy. So just for now, what I'm doing right now is I'm testing the height of this slab foundation. Yay, we did it right. But I'm testing the height of that slab foundation to see about high up that, oh, I should just be holding down shift. I'm being lazy. About high up this needs to be to stick up over in a way that's really pleasing. Interesting. Why, that would give it an interior wall, so this would be like a whole thing. I don't want that. I have decided. We'll think about it. We'll figure it out. This could also be freestanding wall and we'll just slab the roof together, which is complicated, but not really. So then for something like this, we would do like this and we'd make it all cute. Might look better. Right, this is just our test dummy house, so... Oops. Well, that's not what I wanted. Wait. Nope. Not like that. Test house. Well, gotta go already. Still settling in. Okay, I'll see you later, Turtle Squish. Hey, good morning, Ranux. Thanks for joining us. Sardon PT is saying, I bought the game in 2013. How close is the game to full release? I definitely do not have a concrete number for you there, but we are still kicking away at it and working on making it complete and wonderful and super fun. It's part of the reason why we stream all the time is because it's like, hey look, this is what we're doing, this is what we're working on. Messing with stuff. I shouldn't be getting this far ahead of myself. I'm just playing with colors and arrangements, just trying to see what we've got to work with. This is not the window we want to use. Or maybe it is. It's kind of cute. I want the lattice windows though, because they're fancy. Boop. Alrighty. Yay! Congratulations for finishing your homework, Chibi Kuro Neko. Proud of you. Sorry, I live in a world where everything has sound effects. I am definitely getting super nitpicky with making everything colorful all of a sudden. I should not. We'll only end in tears because we're definitely nowhere near ready to commit. But I can't stop myself. Oh geez. This is only gonna hurt later. There we go. I just felt like adding some dimension there because it was making me crazy. Alright, pretend this is made of fabric. Use your imagination. We could do it like that. I don't know. I don't like it that busy over the thing. And this will be the dark color down here when we do this for real. Oops. Oh no. It's all lop-eyed. Don't do that. No, that's too busy. Doesn't need to be that busy. This could potentially be a good place for a double wide window. Except we'd have to actually like move this out, and then we'd ruin our symmetry thing up here because it's got that problem. Oh right, I can't click on it anymore to make it go away because Yang made that better. Great, so if we were to do windows here, we only have one choice. Would be to put them side by side. Excuse me, thank you. On building editor, I thought we were friends. You know, we also have other windows. I keep forgetting. Deploying tan window. There we go. Get ye gone. So clean. Still feel like it might be a little too many things. Cause like I like the gist of this. What about changing the roof direction, then add windows? Yeah, maybe. I'm also rather completely ignoring this side of the everything, and especially the back. I'm currently like really only looking at it like this. So maybe it really doesn't need windows right there. Just add like a little friend there. That's interesting. Oh, that's why. Never mind. Just add like a window or two, just to sprinkle them around. I think even this guy has like a little rogue window back here. It's kind of cute when it's only got the one even. I don't know, what do you guys think? What about a rug hanging on the outside like a flag? Yeah, like a cool standard or something. I don't know if I thought we had like a wall tapestry or something like that. We do. Oh, it's very wee. I think we need to change the decoration. And possibly the size of it. But it's an idea. It would be cool if this was like the sign. And if it was bigger. Or maybe not. I mean, it's not a bad size. It's kind of fun. Could also maybe... We could raise it up. It's being a butt. It's not allowed to. We're gonna make it work. This is going to get too elaborate if we do this. Roof, come down. Pretty sure it doesn't need all that. That's probably too busy. Oh, local bird ruins everything. Yeah, we're gonna let that be... We'll let the cute windows under the, Oh, I can't make it go down any smaller, can I? Guess not. We're not allowed to have very squish houses. We could always raise this up one more when we build the final, which I think will help a lot. Can you hang the tapestry on the edge of the fabric roof? We can, but it's blocking the door. Actually, like, hanging tapestries down from either side could be kind of cool if they were thinner. Like, these are definitely way too noisy right now, and they're also blocking the door a little bit, but something like that could be kind of cool if it was a little more thought through. Like, actually make it into a thing. So, for now, we'll keep that for a possible decorations pass. Yay! No, not like that. Yeah, we'll keep that for a decorations pass, and for now we'll just keep it kind of simple. Starting to feel like maybe this looked better sideways like this. What about those curtain doors? I think something like those would look good. They could potentially. Hello, Moobot. Also keep forgetting about this. My brain has returned to this about 70 times, and I have repeatedly told it to take a step back. It's also possible that we would... Oops, I've done a terrible thing. There we go. Could also do something... Oh, that just looks really strange. Ronak says, I would love to see you make a saloon like the one in the movies. That could be kind of fun. Actually, I think... Why can I not change the color of this wall? Well, building editor's being sassy. That's okay. Yeah, this is definitely wanting for something right now. It doesn't like being all bare like this. Windows at the very least, or a tapestry or something. This just isn't really big enough to do the job. Saloon style doors, oh, like the ones that swing, that could be fun. If this was like one square lower and like the right colors and things, that could be really cute. Whoop! Lost control of my life to the camera. Yeah. Okay, so in a final pass, I think we are gonna want to raise this up a little bit so that this part butts up against it, like butts right up under the roof. Which is weird, because I could have sworn this was just a little bit lower, but I guess it won't. And we'll just make sure that that can continue to butt up. Alright. This is still, like, staring at me, like, completely unfinished and weird. We totally could just put a window in it and call it a day. But that feels really lousy. I don't know, I feel like this over here could use something. Let me see. Because this is just so compact. Oh, I see. That's okay, Yang. We'll just make the foundation of this one higher, and no one will ever know. We'll just make like a little stoop. A little stoop right here. It'll be good. As above all else, the building should be buildable, so you will not hear a complaint from me about that. Maybe... Alright, so right now we're faced with a couple of problems with this. The main one is that interior wall guy. We need to build this in a way where that's no longer even a thing. I don't want that kind of windows. That's not even in the right spot. There we go. I mean, we could do it like that. I just don't like it as much. We definitely need like some kind of little stairs guy. Oh, actually, maybe that's not so bad. Hang on a minute. Not out of wood, though. I tend to think people would not appreciate it all being made out of wood. Alright, obviously that's too high. Maybe something like that? That feels kind of nice. Get rid of these. Do our roof cheat. I mean, we're borrowing from the potter's house at that point. But only a little. You could even put a lantern on top of that side wall. Yeah, like right over here. I get you. I don't know. Actually, before I do that, a little feedback from you guys. Did you like the windows better down here or better up here? I feel like this is kind of copycatting a little bit off of our Potter house. So let me know. Lantern. Deploying lantern. Clay. Lamp. It's called a lamp. Right. Got it. Clamp trap. Lamp effect ground. Clay lamp. Friend. There we go. Little boop. Or maybe further back. Not really sure. We'd figure it out. Little ant. They look good now instead of the door. So the windows on the raised block versus on the lower. I think the logs on the roof should always cross the smallest. They look like the longest direction. Okay. That probably makes sense. So like that. Could always hang a lantern over that or a window or something. Nope, we can't have a window. We'd have to do the cheat again. Okay. Why not both regular windows? Having them making similar styles would make sense. Okay, that's pretty cool. Alright, so we've changed the logs around. Why not both reg windows? Whoopdecker, what do you mean by that? Do you mean changing these out for... Oh, well, they don't like it when I do that, so... Give me a minute. Do you mean changing these out for like the regular windows? Like this? Why not both? Oh, I get you, I get you. I gotcha. Wait, hang on a minute. I gotta do the thing, because it doesn't understand what I'm asking of it. Well, we could. It might get a little busy. It's very decorative. But I wonder if it's too noisy. I feel like it's too noisy. What do you guys think? I think it's too noisy. I mean, we could still have windows down here, but they probably shouldn't be as busy as the ones up top. I did not ask you to do that. Thank you. Alright, and thanks for clarifying, Whoopdecker. That doesn't look too bad. What if you have the upper windows with the grate and the lower windows with the tan ones? That's kind of what I was experimenting with here. We may not need as many. It might still be too busy. I mean, I don't know. That doesn't look terrible. How's that? I already feel a lot better about this arrangement than I did a few minutes ago. I felt like this was very compact and very busy, and this was just this huge void of sadness over here. Hey, good morning. Let's see. How do you pronounce your name? Keleles? I'm sorry. But good morning. I believe this was freestanding wall. Change the color. Yeah, it's not bad. It is not bad. Ah! Oh no! I've accidentally put so many lamps everywhere. Yeah, no, that's too busy. We'll keep the one on the side. Oh no! Now they can't get in. And I guess I'd better keep this consistent. We're missing our little roofy guy here. There we go. Definitely think the tapestry needs to make its way into this, though. This is the Weaver's house. Yeah. So when we come back and do like a stuff pass, this could be possibly a good place for something like that to live. So that could be a good solution. Maybe try a tapestry instead of the door. I guess the problem that we would have is that's going to be a lot of moving parts. Because, like, the doors work a certain way and we can't just switch it out for a thing that doesn't move at all. We could create, I guess, like an archway type thing that doesn't have anything and just surround it by tapestries, but it still wouldn't be as exciting as like just a straight up tapestry. But I think something like this would be a nice in-between. Just not these colors. We want to switch this out for something that's a little more thematic with Raya's children. So, let's keep that in mind. In fact, right, because it still has the interior wall problem. In order to actually get into this lower level, we would have to do a little bit of work. We'd have to punch a door. And I'm also not sure if it would work, because it seems to me like that door is going to clip. So I guess a question would be, do we mind if there's a wall dividing these two spaces, assuming they'll build it anyway, or do we want this to be open air on the inside? Because right now, what we could do is we could put in a door and then take out a step and then have these being two separate rooms? Or do we want like the whole thing to be completely open air? It would definitely introduce a new type of door, which for Raya's children, I think at some point it would be fun to experiment with a cloth type of door. But for the time being, we're going to keep it simple and just have cute clay door. Oh, I've put the tapestry on the ground. That's not where that goes at all. But anyway, so what do you guys think about the interior wall problem? Should we go ahead and punch a door in there and build a step, or should we rebuild this to have an open air interior? I kind of think open would be better. It's going to be a bit more of a headache because then we're going to have to do a lot of witchcraft with the slab tool to get this roof thing to work. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, Surrenderies. Open air. Alright, well, so be it. Let's go ahead and save this guy just in case it all goes terribly wrong. Weaver's Hut. Okay, so the bummer about this is if we go for open air, that means we have to build this stuff out of freestanding wall. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to make that happen since this is elevated. If it wasn't elevated, we wouldn't have that problem at all. This is a clay oil lamp. We're going to teleport this out of the way. So messy. When I grow up, I'm going to be a door. I still feel like my camera is doing this. Huh. Okay. Alright, so unfortunately also the building editor has that funny little problem. So let's just go ahead and insta-build this guy. No, not insta-destroy, insta-build. If I have two buildings editing at the same time, sometimes undo will be a butt. Actually, looking at these together, even though this is kind of unfinished, like we still need to knock that wall out, these two workshops actually look really well together. That's cool. I like that. Camera is fine, I have been assured. Well, I must just be tired then. PAX was a lot of fun though. Alright, so we had 7 by 11 for our wall plots. This was 2 steps up. We're not going to change the height of it because we moved the windows up here. Alright, let's get cracking. Why am I hitting tab? This is not Photoshop. Here we go. Alright. We want Pavlova as our foundation. 11 by 7. And then, again, in the right material, so nothing is like built out of a hysterical amount of resources that are rather hard to find. We're going to go ahead and leave that solid for now, so when we put the freestanding wall on it, we won't have a problem with the columns. But I'll chop that out for a step. And I'll worry about our little porch add-on in just a second. Someone needs to make the Photoshop stone hearth mod. It is actually evening here in glorious Europe, says Rocklight. What was the second thing they were going to show on the Twitch stream at PAX? Oh my gosh. As soon as I read that, it flew out of my head. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. You could put an oil lamp on the wall on the... Wait, could you put an oil lamp on the wall of the door, attach it to a wooden support beam? We could. We have like the little wall lamps. But it's whether or not it looks nice is the main thing. Right now we have one like hanging out on the porch, and that's not bad. What was I doing again? So many things. Since we're not using the wall tool, we don't really need to lay foundation, but I'm still going to do it just as a force of habit. Why not, even? And let's start putting up some walls. So for our lower level, we want the columns to be this kind of... Ah, yes, cocoa brown. Excellent. We want the columns to be cocoa brown, and the clay brick wall to be a pattern of pavlova, raffia, winter hazel, and ecru. It just feels so artsy. I do like being able to tell, just having color names makes it so easy. Just to be able to tell what it is you're grabbing while you're building. I think it's super handy. Alright, now for the main part over here, we're going to switch out our column material for clay, and I think raffia is the one we need. I think. We're about to find out. Ugh, it didn't keep. That's okay. We'll just go through and select it. Oh, that's what happened. It was selected. I've done that before. Derp. There we go. All better. And you... There we go. Much better. That looks about right. How do you guys determine the names of those colors? Says Syncrify. I think Yang would be the one to ask about that. Yang, how did we determine the name of those colors? Oh shoot! No! We're doomed! Because we have to install Windows, and we can't do that in Slab Tool. Oh, it won't be able to be open air. Crud. I mean, we could put them on the other side, but then we would just have like this little bald spot right here. I'm so sad. I mean, is that... We wouldn't have the windows then. But I like the windows. Alright, let's try it without. Let's see what happens. Because the interior space being open would be really cool. I just like the look of the windows on the outside. Also, I feel like that's a silly oversight. Of course. Of course we were going to run into that. Eraser tool. Excuse me. There we go. I mean, that's just so pleasant. Maybe if they'll leave the spaces for the windows, they can be placed. I'm not sure we can place windows in Slab Tool is the problem. I don't think so. I will try to just leave the holes and see if we can put them in there. Maybe. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what we can do. Raffia colored clay. Okay. See? So handy. We know exactly what color it is. Right. We don't want to bridge the gap entirely. Ah, oh, so sad. I was all excited. I was like, it's gonna work. It's gonna be perfect. Never mind. Oh, you're welcome, Drum Original. Thanks so much for tuning in. The bald spot will be fine, and the position of the windows on the outside wall would be more realistic. Well, let's find out. Right now I'm making our roof. What we need is cocoa brown wood. Oh wait, I've already hacked up. They should just be 6. No, they need to be 5, not 6. Math is happening. 5. 5. 5. And 5. Got it. We'll leave those for last. Gotta run. Alright, see you later, Mally. Wish us luck. Okay, so we get 1, 2, 1, 2. This is where... Interesting. Okay, so... I wonder if it's gonna actually let me put a piece underneath it. That's hard to do. Because I can't look up. But we can look down. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. Let's see. Window, 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 window. Here you are. All the way up. Looks good to me. How many of those do we need? 2? Can you place a window in there? Yeah, you can't just place a window into a hole. And you definitely can't place it into slab tool. I think you can only place it in walls. I might be wrong about this, but I don't think I am. Yeah. Slabs are not windowable. So, it's gonna be a bald spot. Ugh, bald spot. I don't want it. Don't like it. I'm sad. No, okay, not really. I'm not sad. I'm just... I was so excited. I thought, yes, we've got it. We're doing it. We're making it happen. And then it was not to be. It is fine. Let's take a gander at how it looks, and then we'll figure out if everything is terrible. Actually, oh, I've angered it. I did not mean to. Easy there, Stonehearth. Let's see here. I guess we can actually make this a little taller now. Boop. Oops, I've gone too far. Why are you making the higher roof out of slabs? Because this is only 3 freestanding walls, and you can't put a roof on top of 3 freestanding walls. You need 4. At least last I checked you couldn't. We can give it a try really quick and see what happens, but to my knowledge, it does not like that. Saral is saying, why not make a bridge with the slab tool 1 tile below, and then use the wall tool to draw a wall. Then all you'd have to do is deal with a wall that is higher than the rest, or raising the roof. I guess I'm not sure how you mean. We could just leave holes, but it might look weird from the outside. There, I went ahead and made this a little bit taller. Oh wait, that might not look very good. Because it's all around shorter. Ugh, I've hecked up. That's right, this was already taller to accommodate for the windows. We should add more functionality with the roof and wall tools, says Yay. That's okay. I mean, we're gonna figure this out. For the time being, anyway. I had forgotten that with this, we'd already cheated it to go up a little bit higher. Which, since we can't have windows there, we don't really need to do, so let's give it a try without it. I had gone on to autopilot and was already compensating for that with our little curtain guy here. Our clay tarp. There. That's a little better. Or we could just say to heck with the open air interior. That way we can have all the things. Ah! Not that. There we go. It's like it's really made of roof, but slab. That may not be so bad. Now that it's a little lower, there's a little less space in that bald spot. It's not terrible. Let's see. For the open space while where the windows were. Dog fooding your tools sure works for finding where to make it. That is a weird expression, but it's a good one. For the open space wall where the windows were, making a bridge with the slab tool. I'm still not sure. I'm sorry. Because the problem we're having... Oop, that's right, there's no wall right there now. I need to be careful. There we go. Oops, I've gone too far. It's all woojie. This is the wrong color, I just wanted to see what it would look like. If we added in a slightly darker stripe. Out of new amber. Let's try to remember what color that is. Cool. That's kind of fun. I still want to put that little band of shading up here. I think it was just winter hazel, but I could be wrong. Oops, I've ruined it. Alright, so from, what was that? Korma to Copper Canyon. There we go. Oh wait, we can actually go one darker here. Oh! Hi, Photoshop. Oops, I've gone and put slab tools somewhere interesting. And I've accidentally clicked on the item dropper. For a minute I thought it was about to crash. Is it possible to put doors into slab-based walls, says Ildred. I don't believe so, no. Mock it up and send the template if you allow me to whisper on Twitch a link. Yeah, you can share a link on the chat if you want to mock it up and show me. You could easily fix it by adding a wall height modifier to the... Yeah, please please mock it up and show me. I'm having a hard time following what you're describing. And I'm sure it's not that complicated. So, if you could do that, that would be huge. Oops. Where did the window go? Oh yeah, also with this, we're losing our green windows up here, so we might have to bring those back somewhere. Or not. Could still just have a green door. Oh right! We forgot. We have our little stoop. Or I forgot. You guys probably didn't forget. So yes, please send an example. I'll put my eyeballs on it. Happily. How many backwards did I do that? Did it just arbitrarily choose 3? The answer is yes. Now I believe on this guy we added a little band in a slightly lighter color. I don't think we need to, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Actually, that's kind of sweet without the windows. I'm starting to think we might need to switch these out for the green ones, but I don't know. Cool, thanks. I look forward to seeing it. Alright, so as it stands, let's go ahead and put our little lantern out. Boop! There it is. You could put the other windows on the lower half now. That's true. Let's see. Chibi Current Echo is asking, I'm pretty sure this is asked before, but will the soundtrack be available on time? I really sure hope so. As for any frames per second improvements, I am not sure how to answer that question. Alright. So we can have the green windows on the bottom now. And eventually a cooler tapestry for the front. And that would be a pretty good weaver's hut. Right now this is like really many colors and not quite the right theme. I don't know, do you guys like it with the green windows on the lower story or with the tan windows? The green windows definitely help it match our, I've already forgotten, our Potter studio over here. So yeah, let me know what you think. Thank you, Yang. There we go. Forgot. Green windows, says Yang. It is done. We like the green. Cool. Alright, so assuming they build this guy. Oh, not Slice. Oh no, not Slice. I meant this one. Assuming they build this guy, this should be a nice little open air studio. Only the early ones, though. IIRC? Who? Green looks good. Alright. Looks pretty good. I guess we should see if they'll, if they can handle putting the furniture in. Which our cute little floor plan. There should be plenty of room for everything, just depending on how you want to arrange it. Yay, open air studio! So cute! Oh yeah, tons of room. This is great! Put little like crates and stuff. It's really adorable. U-tune! Oh, that would be cute. Yay! I mean, that's kind of haphazardly placed. I just wanted to make sure that you could potentially put everything together. I kind of disagree with putting the furniture in as part of the template because I feel like people should be allowed to like do that however they see fit. But I'm excited by it. We need a rug. We need a rug for this one, though. I'm thinking. That'd be so cool. Yay! Alright, so we're still waiting on the mock-up of what Strahl 92 was talking about, because I'm super interested in seeing that. That would make my life a lot easier. Not that I don't love slab tooling everything. Because it's actually fun. It's like, here are all the Legos and you can do anything with them, assuming that the Hearthlings are in a good enough mood to make them happen. What about something above the door, says Whipdecker. I did play with putting, like, a little lantern up here. We can go back to that a bit. Any suggestions? Okay, here we go. Honk. Oh, Stonehearth says we could, not Stonehearth. I'm so sorry. I keep reading that and thinking it's the names. Woo. Radiant Yang is saying we could do a furnished and not furnished toggle. I actually really like that idea. That's the Potter's sign. We don't want the Potter's sign. That's Caps. Oh, it does understand. Never mind. Wooden sign weaver. Right. So, at some point, we need to actually do, like, a clay sign thing. That way you can actually make your signs. That's very purple. We might have to change the color of that. Yeah, so something like that. If we put a little slab tool right here, we could like actually have it hanging out over the okay, not on the slat. Yeah. Not in the middle though, but like kind of cutely off to the side. I think that's not a bad way to go. I do desperately want it to match the color of the awning now though, because I'm seeing purple and green and red and my eyeballs are about to fly out of my head. Tapestry on the lower wall next to the door. I agree with you, but I want the tapestry. I really want the tapestry to match the rest of the house. Because right now it's like rainbows and it hurts my brain. Like whatever this winds up being, it should kind of match the sort of decor and patterning that you see in Raya's Children. It's always a long stream. I'm sorry, Mally. We're just about done, though. We're gonna see if they build this bad boy. So, save the idea for the tapestry on the lower wall for next time. We'll mock that up. And maybe do a color change on this guy so that it's not made out of wooden stuff or whatever, and put that up here. New assets. Put this down here. Nah, it sticks out weird. I actually kind of like it up here because we have the porch that comes out to the side. I don't know. I'm very self-conscious about how long these streams tend to go. See if the tile. I'm not sure. It might not look good. I do love this site. Oh, it's huge! Yeah, it's the wrong colors for this, but I love the idea. We need more tiles. We really do. Just don't sit. Oh, you're right. The fire is gonna come up after if it's right there. Oh gosh, Undo is having a flag party. Excuse me. We need to fix this. There we go. Hi Geister, we're actually going to, oh, now that you've said that thing about the oil lamp setting fire to it, I'm worried. Be cool if it was just something like flat against the wall, or maybe when we do the wall banner, it can just have like, I don't know, a loom or something on it, and that would be like the symbol for the thing. Yeah, we are trying to wrap up. Boop. That's kind of cool. I don't like it like hanging out like that though. No, I don't rap. Not at all. Alright, well, I don't know, let's come back to this, because right now I'm having a hard time of thinking of where this can live, where it won't get set on fire. But I think we can come up with something for our wall tapestry that would look really cool. No, when I look at it right here, it's like clipping into the door, it looks really weird visually. But when it's over here, while I like the look of it, that's a really good point. This thing is made of fire. Can we get clay roofs, please? Aside from making them with the slab tool, I'm not in control of making new roofs, and I think it's more complicated than pushing a button or switching out assets. I don't know. All right, so for now, let's like make that go away, and I'm gonna make a note so that when we come back next week, we're on a mission. So we're gonna have wall tapestry, possibly as sign, and we want a rug for the inside. If the sign is on fire, it will get customers' attentions. It is true. People will notice, and they will gather around to appreciate how on fire the Weaver's hut apparently is. Alright, this is pretty cute. Shall we see if they build it? Let's go ahead and save her. Looks like we need to drop down a few more items for our hearthlings. There we are, it's green. We need to, I think we have enough wood to accommodate for scaffolding, but you never know. Tan? Just a tan clay window frame. That's more than they'll ever need. And sure. All right. Let her rip. Raya's children summoning Rose Bell Tower with the flaming sign. Fire sale, literally. But will it build? That is the question. We must see if they will build it. After all, if they don't build it, we can't have it. However, engine error. What is this? How did you get over here? Wow, that's exciting. Friend, get down. I don't know why he wants to live there, but he really wants to live there and he's hungry. Any idea what's going on? I'm gonna copy this. I want to paste it somewhere so I don't lose it. Notepad. Your notepad. You're not going anywhere. Alright. I'm not really sure what's happening here, but I'm going to save these for later. And try to help my friend over there. Alright. Why are you up here? How did you get up here? Someone help this man. And I will deploy you a food. There you go, amigo. Interesting. We'll have a link for you in a sec. Well, I guess it's just that time of day for them to be hungry. Okay. Oh. Well. Something is happening. I believe we have a dust storm. I don't remember destroying that building. That's really cool. Okay, so I'm gonna close this. We saved this little guy here. So we're just gonna come back to that. And we're gonna place that template and build it without whatever strange apocalyptic happening is going on here. Yeah, I saved our situation. I'll take a screenshot of this. They sure did. They sure did destroy that house. So, yeah, I have copied I've copied all of our errors and I've taken a screenshot. Let's try this one more time with feeling. Sorry about that. An unexpected thing has happened. There we go. Oops, that's not what I wanted at all. There you go. Just put that over there somewhere. The kingdom of Prickly Parrot will continue. Maybe that is. We invoked the name of Rose. We've summoned an incredibly compact, concise dust storm. Who knew? Okay, so nothing appears to be crazy on fire or anything. Oh! Oh my golly! A new settler is gonna join our town! Woo! Welcome to the party. You're gonna build houses with us. Let's just peacefully destroy these little cactuses, these little tumbleweeds. And I think, unless everything terrible has happened, no. Weaver's Hut 2. That should be our guy. Alright. Looks pretty good. Everything appears to be intact. We're not missing any windows. Set her down here-ish. Seems like all of our furniture is still in place. Looks alright. Okay, so let's go ahead and deploy what we need. We need a clay oil lamp. No, that doesn't spell anything at all. Clay lamp. Iconic. Drop that guy down. We need a spinning wheel. A weaver's workbench. Some green latticed windows. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. I have sneezed. I'm so sorry, everyone. Thank you. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry. I missed your link. Here we are. Interesting. I kind of see what you mean. That's a pretty different style. Yeah, because then you'd be able to put the windows in and then... Okay, I get what you mean now. I get what you mean. Thank you so much for mocking that up for me. It does introduce that sloping roof, but this is a good thing to keep in mind for the next time that happens. That's really cool. Very cool. No, that's really neat. Thank you so much for sharing. I will definitely remember that. If I could yeah, if you could modify the height of a standalone wall, you could adjust it. That's really the only caveat, is then you'd have to build those other ones up with slab. So there's still some building to do, but you would wind up eventually with a much taller building, but you would still be able to conceivably install windows there. Very cool though. Super cool. Oh, you know what? I'll go ahead and, because I'm sitting here babbling, and I should have shared the image with the class. There we go. So this is what Thrall mocked up as a way of showing how we could have that open air space and still be able to install windows, which is really smart. It would eventually create a differently shaped building, but this is a really good idea for other applications for sure. Like I'm gonna remember this. So cool. Thank you so much. But yeah, like individual walls, right? Okay, so let's see if we can do this without having a tiny microquake. We should have everything we need. Ready, set, go. Everybody okay? So far, so good. All right. Oh, yeah, sorry. These are actually tier 1 templates. So, we're trying to set it up so that all of our crafting classes have workshops. I was checking through kind of our list of things to do, and specifically in the realm of buildings or city, tiers of city awesomeness, tier 1 Rise Children had a want for workshops for some of the early classes. So that's something that we're wrapping up on the streams. And yeah, that's exactly what we're hoping for. Exavitas. With we're hoping to, or at least, I mean, we're hoping to kind of go with like our templates is like, if that's not where you want to spend your time, you can still have a cute town, or it should hopefully show you neat ways of using the building editor to make cool looking houses. Exactly. Ooh, that was a good sneeze. My goodness. It looks like they're doing okay so far. We may run out of wood. It happens. I'm wondering though, the point of a template is a reward for reaching a tier, but if you alter the template and save it as your own, you always have it. I guess that's a good point, Geister. But you do have to unlock it once, yeah. Alright, looks like so far they did pretty good. Who is dying? Friend, what are you doing? This friend is really hungry, and he doesn't seem to know what's going on. Why are you up here? Quickly, deploy this man some food. How did he get over here? Oh, why are you pathing over there? I wonder if he'll make it in time. He might die before he gets there. I'm really worried about this. I get really nervous when they're hungry. Please don't die. He's doing it. The new villager spawned somewhere bad. Let's feed him and get him down. Oh, he died! Oh, that was too sad. Oh no. Oh, I'm a terrible person. I kind of want to start the game over. I'm very upset. I'm just gonna leave that pot pie by his tombstone. I'm broken inside. I have never lost a hearthling. There's just a little tombstone with a pot pie in front of it. I'm just gonna think about my cats and be happy. That wasn't cute at all. Alright, it looks like everything went up. Let's see if everything comes down. Will we strand anybody? That hasn't happened in a pretty long time. I used to strand people on awnings pretty regularly. I didn't even know he was over there. I guess he must have just spawned randomly on a cliff. That's a very sad life. Yay, they're taking down the ladders. I'm torn. I'm between, like, crushing sadness for what just happened and excitement for the fact that they do appear to be doing okay with their little building. I guess, yeah, because when everything went crazy on our last one, he was also kind of randomly over on a mountain. I think it was the same. Oh, man. Alright, so far we got all of the ladders down from the awning. That looks pretty good. Your stockpile full? No, your stockpile is not full. You're just being messy. I did. It was like, hey, he's really low on health. I was like, what? How? Who? They have food? Oh, this makes me so sad. I'm just gonna, like, always have a pot pie. Oh no. A daily update. Apparently everybody's just fine. Someone else wants to join our town. Let's make sure they can actually get here. Hi, friend. The lore does write itself. It really does. Yay, we installed the door. Woo! Okay. It looks like we put the workbenches down too. That's nice. And they're cleaning up after themselves. So proud. Photo of that gravestone. I will. I'll take a photo, but I'm keeping an eye on the progress of our hut. All we gotta do is install some windows. Everyone seems to have forgotten what we're doing. Where are the windows? That's weird. Did we not deploy them? Why? How strange. Wonder what happened. Let's see. So she's gonna path to it. Now is she gonna go install it? No. Huh. Look at that. I've never seen that before. Interesting. Well, of all the things to get stuck on, we're not installing Windows. Okay. I guess that's gonna be my homework for next time. Yeah, I'm putting down more windows, but they're just bringing them back to the, they're just bringing them back to the stuff. They're not actually going to deploy them. That's so funny, though. They put the workbenches in. Well, they put most of the workbenches in. No, they put all of them in. How very strange. Interesting. And it's only on the floor that has the slab awning. I wonder if that's giving them a hard time. I don't know why it would, though. They are all touching it. I'll do an experiment later and see if it works, but I think it'll be better to get this to pertinent folks. Alright, well, folks, that's where we're going to leave it for now. And the next time we stream, we'll have this up and running and functioning, and hopefully we'll know why this is being ornery. It's probably because there's slab tools sitting on top of them, but who knows. And I'm gonna take a little picture of this, just 'cause. Sorry about that, friend. You will be remembered, probably forever. Alrighty. So, we have most of the makings of our weaver's hut. It's looking pretty good. And thanks to everybody who came into the stream to help with this. It had kind of a rocky start. And hopefully we'll figure out what's going on with those windows. So the next time we get together, we can jump right into our cool secondary part where we are going to try to make a wall tapestry and a rug for the interior. Yeah, the awning is in the way, maybe. Or because there has to be enough room for their head. I'll just make another version of it later on that has the headroom. But I don't know. We'll have to see. They're squishy. Oh, Bruno Supremo is asking if we have the Alpha 18 background planned. Actually, yes. It's all mocked up and ready to go. I'm going to be working on that today, in fact. Sral92, if you want to send that to me on the discourse, you can. But I think I know what went wrong here. And I think we can fix it. It's this. So, I'm gonna mess with that. We're gonna see how it goes. But not right now. I'll see you guys next week. Have a very good the rest of your Wednesday, wherever you are and whatever time it may be. And thanks again for joining us, for all of your feedback and your help, and have a good one.